Yo, how's everybody doing? Welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy. This is your humble host, the man, the myth, hopefully the legend coming soon, D Nostradamus, aka Derek, here with another review. We're doing a review of Raw. That's why you see the red. And I just want to let everybody know I did a video yesterday that I was going to put on and upload to my channel. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I think I was a little tired. So what I did was I erased it, and I think y'all, if you're giving me your time to, you're giving me your time, then I want to give you the best and the premium experience that I could give you. So I'm not going to do that. So I erased it. It was about 40 minutes. No, it was 30 minutes. I didn't like it at all. I was rambling. Just like I said, I was tired. I do, just like I said, I do have a full-time job. And also, I'm a chunky boy. I'm a chunky boy. And I'm trying to get fit. I'm trying to get physically fit. So what I do, even if I don't have to work, I go to the gym every weekday. I go to the gym every weekday. So I'm trying to get back right. I'm trying to get back right, not for my mental health, and as well as my physical health as well, or whatnot. Y'all can show me some love, whatnot, with that as well. Put some information there in the comments. But I'm here, and I'm gonna do it right. And this is by you. I'm gonna do it right. If you like it, make sure we share, we like, we subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And let's get to, oh, and one more thing. When I get everything taken care of, and hopefully my goal is to get a studio, an actual real studio. I'm gonna show you all of the really cool things I have. I did show you my Steelers cup, but I do have some really other cool stuff that I have. I just got this, and I thought it was cool because I'm a huge One Piece fan. Huge One Piece fan. So hold on for 1 second. Let me show you this. I got a Luffy action figure. I thought that was pretty cool. I have some Gundam Wing stuff as well. I can show y'all as well, but eventually I want to put those on where you can see them or whatnot. I have a bigger camera, so I'll be back, and we can do some really cool stuff. But I just want to show you that because I'm a huge Luffy fan or whatnot. I think Luffy is one of the strongest anime characters of all time. Prove me wrong. Goku, you are trash. Yes. Hot takes today. That's what I do. So, in a whole, I will. Raw was good. Did Derek just say that? Yes, Raw was good. Raw was actually really good. I hate that when Raw is good, SmackDown is bad, and when SmackDown is good, Raw is bad. I don't know why, but Raw was enjoyable to watch. I really enjoyed it. It was great. I mean, just a couple of segments that they could have cut out, put something else in, but I'll critique it after I get done with just this little intro. I mean, like I said, hands down. I mean, we got people that we haven't seen in a very long time come back on this episode. Like, this episode should have been the Raw after WrestleMania, quite frankly, because it was so good. I don't understand why this Raw wasn't the one after Raw. Sadness. Pure, unadulterated sadness. I mean, it was 3 people that I enjoyed times 12 that made me lose my crap before I'm just telling you, it made me lose it. I mean, I was like, oh my God, you're back. So, let's go ahead and get into the review. We have a 20-year celebration of Randy Orton. He's been with the company for 20 years. I mean, respect to Randy Orton, my little brother. That is my little brother's favorite wrestler of all time. He is in my top 20. Yes, I will give you a list eventually. He's in my top 20. I mean, he is one of the greatest to ever put on tights and get in that squared circle. So, once again, prove me wrong. I mean, they've showed all the accolades. He is a Grand Slam champion. If you don't know what the Grand Slam champion is, I think he's a Grand Slam champion. Comment. I think he's a Grand Slam champion. If you don't know what a Grand Slam champion is, a Grand Slam champion is a wrestler who has every single belt under his resume. Great. I mean, the backstage stuff I heard kind of creepy, kind of cringe, but he is one of the leaders, and I respect him times 12. So we get a package, and Riddle comes out. I mean, well, they have the camera, and Riddle's in the middle of the ring. They give a little montage video, and then he announces Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes to the ring, giving so much love. There's so many wrestlers around the ring giving him so much love, respect. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not digging the porn star mustache. I'm not feeling that 80s porn star mustache. But hey, different strokes for different folks. Not mad at you. Randy gives him a huge hug. Gives Riddle a huge hug, respect and love. And Riddle says, I have a surprise guest I want to bring out. Of course, it's Cody Rhodes. He comes out. They exchange hugs as well. And after that, we get a Seth Rollins is like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with all of this. He gets in the ring. He calls Cody a thief. He calls him you stole. You're a horrible person. I didn't know who I was fighting at WrestleMania. So this time again, I know who I'm wrestling. So you're a bad person. He also talks about Randy Orton. He said you were 20 years in the past. I thought that was nice. These people have great mic skills. I'm so serious. Great mic skills. And then after that, Ezekiel comes out, the little brother of Elias. And he says, let me introduce myself. His name is Ezekiel. Gives Randy Orton a handshake. Gives him love. And, of course, Kevin Owens comes out and says, no, this guy is not Ezekiel. He is Elias. He just shaved his hair. He just shaved his head. I don't understand what's going on. Ezekiel is starting to look like a little bit of a conservative Ultimate Warrior. If you look at him, he's starting to get the little tassels on his arms or whatnot. So it's looking kind of weird or whatnot. I mean, I like Ezekiel. I like his moveset. I want to see exactly what's going on with that. And of course, the Usos come out. They come out and they just they give their love a little bit. They're heels. Their dad is Rikishi or whatnot. So they're just giving like, hey, we were watching you when we were 15. So we see the love, we see it or whatnot. But of course they want those straps. So they're telling, hey, I'm getting those straps or whatnot. After that, Adam Pearce comes out and he announces the main event. The main event is going to be everybody in the squared circle at the very moment, which is we're going to have a 8-man tag match, which is going to be of course the heels Usos, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens versus RK Bro, Ezekiel, and Cody. After that, Kevin punches Ezekiel. Ezekiel falls. And Kevin Owens gets a RKO out of nowhere, and they kind of everybody bags back or whatnot. So we get ready for the women's Raw belt competition. The match between Sonya and of course Bianca Belair. They have Glenn Jacobs in there, aka Kane, talking to Bianca Belair because Bianca is from Nash. I think she's from Nashville. I think they did it in Nashville today. So they was giving so much love. Oh, and also Randy Orton is from born in Nashville. Didn't know that. He doesn't sound like he's a Southern man. You know what I'm saying? I say it. So I didn't. Sonya Deville comes out. And Bianca comes out, a huge pop because she's from over there in that area, Nashville, and the match starts. Pretty good match. I mean, I thought it was a good match. I mean, she's the heel official, so of course she's gonna try to scratch and claw her way to that belt. So we get an Irish whip by Bianca Belair. Sonya runs into Bianca. No, falls to the ground. Nice little shoulder tackle by Bianca, and she rolls out of the ring. Sonya rolls out of the ring, grabs Bianca's legs, grabs her out of the ring as well, and she tries to Irish whip her to the commentating. Sonya tries to Irish whip Bianca to the commentating table. She reverses the Irish whip. Sonya goes all over the table, behind the table. Bianca rolls back in. She gets counted out. So Sonya grabs the mic, says, "I'm the official. We're gonna restart this. It's gonna be a no count out match." So Bianca rolls back out. They start giving each other two pieces, hold the biscuit combinations. And Sonya rams Bianca into the barricade. Bianca rams Sonya to the barricade as well. And Sonya grabs that braid, that really long braid. That's one thing you don't do. You don't grab that braid. So she grabs the braid, and Bianca grabs her braid, catapults her to the timekeeper's area. She grabs the timekeeper's chair, and of course gives her a nice, crisp whack to the back, which disqualified her or whatnot. Bell rung. She said, no. Of course, she's the official, and she says again that instead of us, it's gonna be a no count out, and also a no disqualification match. And out comes Queen Vega, Selena Vega, and Carmella, freshly off of her honeymoon. Congratulations. So now it's pretty much a 3-on-1 match. They come back, and Carmella is holding Bianca Belair, and Sonya's just giving her two pieces, hold the biscuit. I mean, back to back. After that, Bianca powers out, throws Carmella out of the ring, and just little bitty Queen Vega, Selena just gets on top of on top of Bianca's back, and just trying her hardest. I mean, I've never seen her outside of WWE. I've heard that she was with Impact. I think it was Impact or TNA. I think it was, and they say she was a really great wrestler. I don't think they're giving her the potential or the storyline to try to help her out. But right now, I mean, she is a small fish in a huge pond. I will say that, no pun intended. Bianca throws her off like she's just a little cat, whatnot. And what happens is, while that's going on, Sonya grabs another chair, nice crisp to the back. And that gives the opportunity for Carmella to come back and do her thing. While they're doing that thing, Sonya is wedging another chair in between the top rope and the middle rope, so she can Irish whip her, of course, to that side. Now the other chair is still there as well. So what happens is she overpowers, throws Carmella back out, but Sonya does a nice, crisp DDT head first into a chair, pins, and kick out. Here's the thing: WWE is known for making you lose in your hometown. I don't know why they do that, but they do that. It's crazy to me they do that. But she's a champion. I mean, the Bella. I knew she wasn't gonna lose, but I was kind of. I was really creeped out when I saw that. Because she just won the belt. Like, why would you give her the strap and then take it off? But I will say this: if Sonya would have won last night, I would have not been mad. I would not have been mad at all because I like Sonya Deville's. I love her character, the character she has. I love it or whatnot. But she gets out. She kicks out. She grabs her, tries to Irish whip her to the chair that was wedged, reverse head first into that chair. Ended off with a KOD, and 1, 2, 3, Bianca Belair does win. I thought it was a really good match. Even though it was a 3-on-1 match, not a big fan of those handicaps. I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a really good match. Everybody got a little bit of work in. Bianca still stands tall and very strong. Now, they did a Edge promo. I actually know what the faction is. Y'all probably know what the faction is. I didn't know what the faction was. So it's called Judgment Day or whatnot. Didn't know that. I didn't know that. Now I finally know that, it's a Judgment thing. Still a ripoff or whatnot of what AEW is doing. But what can I say? Edge is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He is in literally my Mount Rushmore of great wrestlers. They're talking about passing judgment on Finn Balor later on tonight. Also, they're passing judgment on AJ. AJ's of course not there. They're doing that. His arm is still hurt after that horrible video. This video was bad. So he's recovering from the arm that they attacked, and they put a little bean on the scale or whatnot. So I'm guessing they're doing that because of Moon Knight. I don't know. Go watch Moon Knight. Moon Knight is so good. It is so good. I love Moon Knight to death or whatnot. When I get done with this review, I'm probably gonna watch all 4 episodes right now. They are just that good. Anyway, back to wrestling. How about that? Back to wrestling. We go back to wrestling. No, go away. You go away. Nah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So we get another Veer versus Jobber match. Oh my God, I love jobbers. I will stop the entire show to know what that person's name is in the history. They did not give a history on this guy, but his name is Sam Smothers. Local enhancement talent from Tennessee or whatnot, from Nashville. Thought it was pretty funny. Starts off with of course a giant boot to the face, huge strong clothesline, and a submission. That nice little submission he has. I guess it's an inverted kind of camel clutch, but he inverts his arm, so it's a dangerous looking camel clutch. Of course he taps, and believe it or not, the cute little black girl that's the official there, she doesn't have to do anything. He actually releases the hold this go around. But wait, there's more. So he throws him outside the ring, and he does the nice little finisher again or whatnot. He grabs him, throws him on top of the commentator table, and does the submission again. All of the people are coming out trying to release the hold. He finally releases the hold, and that's it. I mean, y'all are trying to make him a monster. if you're trying to make him a monster, how about we bring Dominic Mysterio back out there? Get him somebody that is worth our time or whatnot. Just the monster thing is getting kind of old with me or whatnot. I don't like where we have to get the jobbers and we do, a squash match. Give them some competition or whatnot. Put the mic on them. Do something. This is getting. I don't know. I'm not feeling this. Put them in a faction. Do something or whatnot. So we get a promo from Bobby Lashley. His arm is taped or whatnot, and when he did this, and you seen his wrist or whatnot, I kind of seen it was kind of bloody. So I don't know what was going on. It looks like he's injured or whatnot. That's why they had that wrap, because it looked really bloody on the inside. So they maintained it, and he's talking about how the arm match is going to be something crazy, but I'm going to pull it off or whatnot. So everybody comes to the ring for the arm wrestling competition, and MVP is getting what chance? He's telling them to shut up, and another thing, the what chants are getting old. They're getting old, they're getting bad. I mean, you're what chanting people that actually have good mic skills. I'm not feeling that. Why are we what chanting people with great mic skills or whatnot? So, hold on. So, we're getting the, where he's going to build him up to be a great monster, all that good stuff. And, Bobby Lashley, comes out with the intentions whatnot to literally beat the living crap out of MVP. He told him he's a backstabber. You did me wrong. So he doesn't. Omos actually comes in front of him, and they start the arm wrestling match. Omos is literally giving it to him at the beginning, but MVP still on the mic talking about how bad he is, and I guarantee him talking motivated Bobby to actually win. So he does win the arm wrestling competition. That's not over with. So Omos overpowers Bobby Lashley. He beats him up. He picks up. He puts his head into the padded table, a padded arm wrestling table or whatnot. And while he's on the ground, he picks up the table. Don't get me wrong. It looked the table, the little arm wrestling thing. It did look kind of heavy. So he's crushing Bobby Lashley body with the arm wrestling table about 3 or 4 times and whatnot. And then after that, he throws the table outside of the ring, scuffing the ring a little bit, destroying the little ring. And that's pretty much it. I thought it was pretty good. We will hear from Omos and MVP a little later on today. Later on throughout the match, throughout the game, the show or whatnot. Now we get a video package of the commitment ceremony again. Can I say something just a little bit before I go into this commitment ceremony thing? The match itself was good. I liked the match. The match was good. I'm not a big fan of the gimmick. Some of them are good, but this was cringe or whatnot. And one of the people that I truly enjoy listening to when it comes to wrestling is a true historian, a master of what he talks about, which is Jim Cornette. I am a huge Jim Cornette fan. And one of the things he doesn't like is gimmicks, the gimmick matches, the fun matches. Don't get me wrong. That I disagree with him about. Some gimmick matches are really good. Some gimmick promos are really good. Some gimmick packages are really good. But this commitment ceremony, I'm not feeling it. I'm not liking the belt. And I said this on the last review. They need to retire that belt and never bring it back or whatnot. I mean, there are some belts that we don't see anymore. They have retired. I would love to see a hardcore match. Don't call it a hardcore title. Call it an ECW belt. Call it an ECW champion belt or whatnot. You know, we already know that ECW is the land of hardcore, so we don't have to call it a hardcore belt. Make it a nice belt. You don't have to be an ugly looking belt. Make it a hardcore belt. I'm hoping that they do that. They get that, and we don't see the 24/7 champion ever again. I would love to see a hardcore match every pay-per-view. I would love to see that or whatnot. Let's get a hardcore division back in there. Let's get a light junior weight champion or whatnot. The 205 was okay, but let's get a light a junior weight, junior heavyweight champion. We don't have to call it a lightweight. We can call it a junior weight or whatnot. You have too many people on the roster for you to be having people run behind R-Truth or whoever has that belt for 24 hours. I don't like it. It's bad. I mean, I look at it on my Twitter. I look at it on Facebook from time to time. I mean, it's just bad. No. You're just wasting paper when somebody gets that belt. It's not making any sense to me. So, we get a little video package where they're in marriage counseling, and R-Truth is the marriage counselor, and he's saying that, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to do a grow building exercise where we're going to have a mixed tag match. Tamina and Tozawa versus Reggie and Dana Brooks. Love Dana Brooke. I hate that she's in that division. Everybody else I'm not. I mean, who cares? But everybody comes to the ring. We have a pretty good match. It was a pretty good match. It starts with Tozawa and Reggie with some nice little arm takedowns by Reggie. A nice crisp kick to the stomach by Reggie. He tags Dana Brooke in. Tamina comes in. Tamina is giving Dana the business, 2-piece, hold the biscuit, and she does like an inverted to hold her. And since it's a tag match, you know, the men can't attack the women. So Tozawa's like, what do you want me to do or whatnot? So Tozawa tags himself in, and it goes back to Reggie and Tozawa, where Tozawa does a nice little combination, bringing Reggie to the ground. He pulls him closer to the rope, to the turnbuckle. Tozawa gets on the top rope, does a beautiful. I didn't know Tozawa was this good, but he does a beautiful senton bomb off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Tozawa and Tamina wins. After the match, Tozawa tries to pin Dana for the belt. R-Truth grabs him like a little baby and just tosses him out of the ring. And believe it or not, R-Truth tries to pin Dana Brooke and tag himself. He tries to do the 3 count himself because he's the official, so he's trying to. But she kicks out and she's like, "I trusted you. Why did you do this?" And of course, that was it. We get a video package with, of course, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes again. They're just talking about that the match from Friday, which was, I thought it was a good match, just a bad ending. And that was it. After that, big time, Becky Lynch comes out looking adorable, but looking just so lost or whatnot. She's so lost right now. And she gets to the ring and she's just, she talks. She's like, "I'm at the bottom of the barrel. what more can I do? And off the rip she starts thinking. She's like, well, if I'm at the bottom, I have nowhere else but to go up. And y'all, as in the universe, can watch me climb back up or whatnot. So she got her spears back up. She's still kind of losing it a little bit. And out comes one of the greatest female wrestlers in WWE history. Asuka finally comes back. And when I tell you it is a huge pop, including myself, I jumped out of my chair. I thought it was just that much love that we actually have Asuka finally back, loving it. She comes back. She gets on the mic. She speaks a little Japanese, and she's saying, "I'm ready. I'm ready." And she does a little thump onto Becky's nose, just making her upset. She's ready, and she tries to do a nice little combination. She reverses. She tries to attack. Asuka tries to attack Becky. They reverse. They go their separate ways. I thought it was great. I cannot wait to see Asuka back in the ring. I love Asuka. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, after that, we get a Finn Balor versus Damien Priest match. Judgment Day comes out with it's hilarious. They come out in the chair and they come out. Nobody's moving. Of course, it's on rails. They come out. Damien Priest goes to the ring, and of course we get Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor came out first. Then Judgment Day came out. They start with and the story. Apparently, the story is that Finn Balor's neck or shoulder area is still kind of hurting from the match previous with Austin Theory. So, Damien Priest throws Finn Balor to the ring, to the turnbuckle. Nice little combination on the turnbuckle there. And he does a really crisp, nice clothesline out on the outside by Finn Balor. Nice clothesline to Damien Priest outside of the ring there. They start brawling outside the ring. They're both giving each other combinations of punches. Once again, we're doing some two pieces, hold the biscuit, and Damien Priest does a Razor's Edge on the they're outside. He's doing a Razor Edge on the side of the ring. Really nice. They get back in the ring, and Finn Balor does a Irish Whip clothesline, stunning Damien Priest, and he's starting to get the momentum back. So he does a double stomp onto Damien Priest, and he pins. Of course, he kicks out. Finn is looking good, but he still kind of looks like he's hurting a little bit. A nice little kick sending Damien Priest again to the ground. Finn goes up to try for the coup de grace, but Edge stands up. And I guess when Edge stands up, kayfabe, it makes Damien Priest stronger. So he grabs Finn Balor neck and does some really nice little slam. I forgot what it was called, but they do that. I think is it called Final Reckoning? Is that his special? It's called the Final Reckoning. And he does a nice inverted face plant to the ground. 1, 2, 3. Damien Priest wins. I thought it was a good match. It told a really nice story. And I don't know if Finn is really injured or whatnot, but it looks kind of weird or whatnot. So after that, we get Miztv, and his guest is the new WWE U.S. Champion Austin Theory. Is he from Atlanta? Because he keeps saying A-Town. So comment. Is he from Atlanta? I think he's from Atlanta because the song is A-Town. So they mix they mix words of how much they, I guess, infatuated with one another. And out comes another person that has been on the shelf for a while. Mustafa Ali comes out, and he wants the open challenge to come back, because if you don't know, usually the gimmick for the United States champion, it's like a television champion, so it's an open challenge or whatnot. So Mustafa wants to challenge Austin Theory. The Miz is like, you don't come, you just coming back. Like, didn't you take your ball and go home? Because if you don't know what the dirt sheets were, he pitched a gimmick to Vince McMahon. I'm guessing like a "Make America Great Again" type gimmick, kind of like what Kevin Owens was doing a while back when them and Chris Jericho was going back and forth. He was a All American or whatnot, and they turned it down. They turned it down, and he was just not feeling the creative anymore. So what he did was he was going to just sit his contract. Apparently, the dirt sheet is saying he was supposed to sit his contract out. He wasn't feeling anymore, but all of a sudden, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. Hopefully, we'll get some dirt sheet stuff. But he came back. I mean, I'm happy Mustafa came back. I know he wanted to leave, but I don't know what happened. Great job, Mustafa. I would have liked you probably a little out of WWE as well. I know that you were supposed to, before Kofi Mania, the dirt sheets were also saying that he was supposed to be the one to take the belt off of Daniel Bryan instead of Kofi Kingston. But Kofi got so big at that storyline, and Mustafa was injured at the time, so it kind of stunted his trajectory or whatnot. I hate that went down, because Kofi was great. Kofi's great, but I would have liked it, Mustafa, to get that shine. But we didn't get it, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get it eventually. Mustafa will be world champion. He has great mic skills. So back to the promo where the Miz is like, if I wanted to fight you, I would fight you or whatnot. And in the background, Austin Theory is texting, and he was like, I would just beat the crap out of you. So Austin gets back on the mic and says, well, I just text Mr. McMahon, and Mr. McMahon actually okayed the match. So Mustafa versus Miz coming up. So of course they clear the ring, and Mustafa versus the Miz starts. A lot of aerial stuff happening. The Miz did a cartwheel. I've never seen that before from the Miz. And of course, Mustafa is doing some arm takedowns, some nice flippity floppities with him as well. And after that, the Miz does a nice little head chin lock on Mustafa. Nice reverse. He goes into a chin lock with the Miz. Big foot by the Miz, knocking, of course, Mustafa on the ground. Another quick pin by the Miz, kick out. All muscle going in for a couple. Just crazy nasty chops. No hamburger meat this go around, but it was some nice chops by Mustafa to the Miz. They do a lot of multiple, and the Miz throws, because the Miz has a lot of weight on Mustafa. So the Miz actually throws him to the ground. He does those nice little stumps to the midsection there, and a nice reverse. Mustafa gets on the top turnbuckle, and the Miz, while he's jumping down, the Miz kicks his knee, and he's trying to work the knee now. So what happens is he tries to do that his form of the figure four. Mustafa reverses it, small package 1, 2, and 3. Mustafa Ali wins. We'll see what happens with Mustafa and Austin Theory. But at the very end of this match, we get another person that I've been waiting for, and I truly do love. Tommaso Ciampa comes out and beats the living crap out of Ali. So I don't know if we're gonna get that next week or we're gonna get that at Backlash. But Tommaso Ciampa is in the building, y'all, and he is ready. I can't wait. So we get a video package explaining or going back with the Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley thing or whatnot with the match. Of course, they're promoting that Ren is due finisher, which I think is cool. That so they had that going on, and they were about to talk about how they want to do an actual promo, and Rhea's like, I'm tired of this. I deserve to be on the main event, which I most definitely agree with you. So Liv comes out and they have a little tussle. Yeah, let's call the whole thing off. So they have a little tussle, and they get broken up or whatnot. After that, we get a promo by KO, Seth, and the Usos. And the Usos are telling them, hey, we need to make sure we get this taken care of. We get it right. We make sure we get this right. Because we don't want the tribal chief. Nobody wants to hear from the tribal chief or whatnot. I hate that he wasn't there. He should have been there. So and just like I said, what happened was Omos, of course, beats the living crap out of Bobby Lashley. MVP officially announces that they will have a rematch at Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash, and that's official now. So that match will be in 2 weeks. We get everybody come. So now it's time for the main event. We get everybody coming out. Cody, of course, has one of the greatest intros in WWE history. Once again, thank you, Tony Khan, for allowing him to keep that song. Tony Khan is I think is a really great person. So everybody comes out. I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm not the best of multiple man taking notes. Please give me some time on that, and I promise you I will get better. But this is just little bits and pieces of the matches. I thought it was a great match. Everybody pretty much got what they wanted into this match. Of course, remember, this is a 20-year celebration of Randy Orton. So, of course, Randy is going to get the spotlight of most of what's going to happen toward the end of the match. Of course, you should know this. So, what happens is, who starts the match off is Jimmy and... Was it Jimmy and Riddle, I think it was? Or was it... Let me see. In the ring... Oh, well, first and foremost, before even anything happened, explosion happens. All the faces knock all the heels outside the ring. We get a huge explosion with everybody in the arena. And when they come back from commercial, it is Ezekiel and Jimmy. And they're doing their little thing or whatnot. Jimmy and Jay are going back and forth, tagging, working Ezekiel. No, let me take that back. I'm sorry. Reverse. They're actually working Jimmy, as a matter of fact. That didn't come out right. I do apologize. We're going to pause on that one. So Riddle comes out, does a nice little kick. He tags Randy in. Of course, he gets the huge pop, and they do that nice little catapult onto Jimmy. Jimmy does a really nice back suplex. Seth Rollins gets tagged in, and Jay does they tag him in. He does they're doing just nice little combinations where, and then they actually Cody comes in or whatnot. Um, he's giving it to Jimmy. Jimmy does a nice little back suplex, and then he tags Seth in. Of course, they are gonna fight at Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. So Seth does a nice little dive, but he does misses because Cody does move from the turnbuckle. Um, Jay tags they tag he tags in Jimmy. Jimmy and Jay does a wishbone on Cody. Jay tags Seth back in. And that's when it kind of goes a little chaotic or whatnot, where most of it's outside of the ring, where we get, of course, traditional Randy Orton doing, of course, the back suplexes onto the commentator chair. He does all four heels or whatnot. So he goes back in the ring and he grabs Jimmy and does the traditional DDT or whatnot. Everybody goes crazy. We almost get a backstab by Seth again, but Seth gets the first RKO of that match. He rolls out. KO, Kevin Owens, is the person who gets the second RKO. And the third RKO goes to Jimmy, and Jay is on the top rope to try to do a splash. Bet your mom. RKO off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton gets the win for the faces. They're giving so much love. The crowd is hyped for that match. It fades to black. Now, here's the thing. I will say this. If we can get more of these Raws or whatnot, I will love it to death or whatnot. The 3 hours literally flew by this go around. So I respect what I saw this go around or whatnot. I mean, what more can you say? And it was just great or whatnot from top to bottom. I mean, the main event, the 8-man tag. All I can do is give respect. Respect is due. Now, other than that, we do have a my 2 cent. My 2 cent. This is gonna be a show all by itself. It's just me doing it on the rip, talking about hey, what can I do or whatnot. So that's gonna be on Thursdays on YouTube here, and it's gonna be on the Instagram. It's gonna be on the gram or whatnot. First episode, I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal it to you. My very first episode is gonna be why there should be only one world champion and one group set of tag team championship belts. This will be the very first thing I talk about. Stay tuned. For Thursday, we also have a AEW, I hope, AEW Dynamite review coming out. I think it comes out. That's gonna be Wednesday. Hopefully, I don't know, because I'm looking at my guide and it's not on TNT or TBS. So stay tuned to that. Hopefully, we'll get it. But until then, y'all, make sure we're liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you can know that I'm doing my videos as soon as they release. Okay. Other than that, I just want to tell y'all thank y'all so much for the love that I'm getting on these. And eventually, we're gonna get some merch out there because I got a friend that is going to make me a shirt that I'm gonna showcase eventually. I do have an intro in my head, so we will have an intro. We will have music. We will get better editing. But once again, this is just me right now. It's just me. And you're talking to a person who loves wrestling. I enjoy wrestling a lot. Um, I want to do a video, and I think I'm gonna do a video right after this. I'm gonna write a script about it, on why I'm doing the channel and what motivated me to do the channel. Okay. But until then, y'all, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.